Continuing our 2026 exit interviews, we're with the captain Garrett Pilon at the end of the season here. Peels, I know on the ice, not necessarily what everybody was kind of hoping or expecting or working towards at the end of the day, but how did you feel about the season overall here?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun season. It was a fun group. It was obviously unfortunate that we weren't able to make playoffs and make that push. But yeah, it was an AHL season, which was kind of unfortunate. A lot of injuries, a lot of call-ups, dealt with a lot of lineup changes, which is what you expect when you're in the AHL with dealing with being a feeder team and all that. But yeah, it was definitely it was a bit more difficult to maintain the healthy group and a full lineup every night. But I think for the most part, the guys really put out their best every night that they could. So yeah, I was proud of our group for what we did, but at the same time, it was disappointing not being able to make playoffs. Yeah,
there were some pretty big individual performances and nice storylines as well. I mean, you've been around a couple years now and seen a guy like Phil Daou, for example, who battled injury for a few years and now has a breakout year this year. Borgie ditto had a big season, and Callie leads the league in goals. What's it like to be around guys like that are just having these kind of lights out seasons, and maybe for a guy like Callie especially to be the best goal scorer in the league? What's it like having that guy on your team?
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to see guys when they're putting in the work and to have success. And I mean, yeah, it's great that Callie was able to reach 40. That's a crazy accomplishment. I mean, the AHL is not necessarily known as being a high-scoring league, so to get 40 in here it's really impressive. And like you said, Borgo and Phil. I mean, I when I first came here and met Phil and got to play on the line with him, I knew back then that he had some touch and the ability to have the year that he did, and it was rewarding for myself and I'm sure for him just to be able to see him have that year and be a real pinnacle on our offense and be a guy that was creating a lot throughout the year. It was really nice to see, and I think he's earned it. He's dealt with all the ups and downs, and for him next year, I think it's a great opportunity for him, and hopefully he gets a good shot wherever he lands.
For yourself, you battled injuries maybe more so than in past seasons and had to kind of grind through that. How did you feel about your season personally?
Yeah, I mean, for myself, you look back, you always wish you could have done more and been better in certain scenarios. And I think for me, it was another year of learning and taking some things and figuring out what I can do better next year. But yeah, the injuries is tough. It's tough when you're not out for 3 months and you're back and they're kind of sporadic. I felt like I was in for 3 weeks, out for a week, in for 4 weeks, out for a week. Like there wasn't a lot for me to get my footing, which was disappointing. But I'm still proud of what I put out there. I definitely wanted to win every night and give my best. So I'm definitely proud of that. But still, obviously disappointing. I wish I could have had a better year as well when it came personally, I guess.
Yeah. Was there a highlight of the season for you?
Yeah, I mean, there was plenty of moments. I mean, it's tough because the game really didn't mean much standings-wise, but the last home game here was nice. It was nice having all the fans out here. It was nice to score some goals and hear the cheers and have the fans. I think that was, for me, it's recent, so maybe that's why it's on my mind. But yeah, that was probably one of the funnest nights I've had in the CAA. Just with the fans and being able to kind of get the barn going.
Yeah, not as fun as the overtime winner against Toronto a couple years ago, though.
Yeah, that was the highlight, but not this year, unfortunately.
Yeah. Again, you've been around the Bay of Quinte for a while. You find yourself, I guess, pretty comfortable around here now?
Yeah. I mean, my wife and I have made this our home. I think we do a good job of kind of getting out in the community, and we're big foodies, like to go try restaurants and kind of get into the small businesses. So. Yeah, it was definitely nice getting to know the people here, exploring all that. It's a great area, and I think I think for guys that are wanting to come here, sometimes Belleville isn't always the most attractive place, but I think once you get to know the people and everyone that's here, it's a great place to play hockey and have a great fan base. So
yeah, I know it's a big year, obviously in terms of contracts and things like that, but maybe aside from figuring out what's next hockey-wise, what's the rest of the summer look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Everything comes at you pretty quick. You got a lot of people reaching out. Your weekends fill up really quickly. You don't really have a lot of them when you get to scheduling stuff in the summer. So Yeah, we have some weddings, a couple trips planned, but yeah, mostly just trying to see family, get some golf in, and yeah, go to the lake if I can as well.
Yeah, see some old teammates as well at least one of those weddings.
Yeah, Rhino's getting married, so I'm sure that'll be fun. I'm curious to see who's all there and how much beer we're gonna have.
I'm sure there'll be just a few, and we'll make sure that the fans here send their best wishes to Rhino as well. Again, it was an up and down season, but managed to get through it as we always do, and I think just the way that you've kind of led this team over the last couple of years has certainly shone through, and I know the fans, obviously you were awarded the Fans Choice Award this year, so that's clearly some proof of your work paying off, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously you're not really sure how you're being received, and I think for myself it's been nice that the fans obviously appreciate my game and what I was trying to bring to the Senators here. So
yeah, well, I know they appreciate it, and we appreciate it. You taking the time for us always, and whatever comes next, we wish you the best of luck, man, and have a great summer.
That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. You too. Appreciate it.